Hello everyone, today we discuss classification, structure of sporophyte, reproduction process, structure of gametophyte and fertilization process in Marsilia. Classification of Marsilia are as division Pteridophyta, class Leptosporangiopsida or Pteropsida, order Marsiales, family Marsiliaceae, genus Marsilia. Distribution and habitat of Marsilia. The genus Marsilia comprises about 58 living species. The genus is worldwide in distribution and is very common in warmer parts of the world. The species of Marsilia are aquatic or amphibious plants. They grow either completely submerged in water or partly or wholly out of water with their roots embedded in the muddy soil. In India, only 9 living species are found to occur. The common Indian species are Marsilia quadrifolia, Marsilia aegyptica, Marsilia coromandelica, Marsilia brachypus and Marsilia condensata. Structure of sporophyte. First of all, external structure. The sporophyte, that is the plant body, is well differentiated into stem, leaves and roots. Stem consists of an elongated stolon-like rhizome with distinct nodes and internodes. Rhizome grow either on the surface of the soil or slightly embedded in the muddy soil. The stem is freely branched. Leaves are long petiolated and compound. Developing at the nodes, they are arranged alternately in 2 rows along with the upper side of the rhizome. Petiole of each leaf bears 4 terminal leaflets which are apparently quadrifoliate. The veins of the leaflets are dichotomously branched. Roots arise from the underside of the stem at the nodes. The roots are unbranched, adventitious types and arise in 1 or 2 clusters. Let us see the picture which shows external structure of sporophyte. Internal structure. First of all, TS of stem. The TS of stem, that is rhizome, shows the following structures. Upper layer is epidermis. Epidermis is single layered. The epidermal layer lacks stomata. Cortex is differentiated into 3 regions. Outermost region composed of parenchymatous cells with large radiating air spaces. The air spaces are traversed by a single row of cells. Middle region composed of thick walled sclerenchymatous cells and innermost region composed of thin walled parenchymatous cells containing starch. Stele of stem is actinostellic type. It is bounded on both outer and inner sides by a single row of endodermis. It consists of a ring of single row of xylem vessel bounded on both sides by phloem cells. Pith. The centermost portion of the stem is occupied by a central pith. The pith is generally parenchymatous but become sclerotic in the species growing in dry or wet soils. Now, TS of root. The root in transverse section shows 3 regions, mainly epidermis, cortex and stele. Epidermis is single layered, beneath which lies the single layered hypodermis. Cortex is massive and composed of 2 regions. Outer region composed of parenchymatous cells with prominent air species and inner region made up of sclerotic cells. Stele is monoarch or diarch protostele with exact xylem. The phloem lies in the form of bands on either side of the xylem plate. The stele is surrounded by single layered pericycle and endodermis on outer side. Now reproduction. The sporophyte of Marsilia reproduces both by vegetative means and by production of spores. First, vegetative reproduction. In Marsilia hirsuta, a special reproductive structures known as tubers are developed from the plant body. These tubers remain viable during unfavorable condition and each tuber germinates into a new plant under favorable conditions. Now, spore formation. Marsilia is heterosporous in nature. Hetero means different. So, two types of spores, microspores and megaspores, develop within their respective sporangia, like microsporangia and megasporangia. These sporangia are born within the specialized reproductive structure known as sporocarp. Sporocarp are bisporangiate, that is, they contain both micro and megasporangia. The sporocarps are born either singly or in clusters on short lateral branches of the petiole, known as pedicels. Young sporocarps are soft, green and covered with hairs. Mature sporocarps are brown or dark brown in color, hard and nut-like. The mature sporocarp is covered by a three-layered, thick and resistant wall. Outer wall known as epidermis, in which stomata are present. Next to the epidermis is the middle wall known as hypodermis and the innermost wall made up of parenchymatous cells. Beneath the wall, the sori are arranged in alternating rows in the cavity of the sporocarp. Each sorus is bounded by an inducium of 2-celled thickness. Each sorus bears both micro and megasporangia. Micro and megasporangia are more or less globose, long and short stalked respectively. Both micro and megasporangia are provided with single layer of jacket cells without annulus. Within the jacket layer, 2 to 3 layers of sporanginous cells are present. Within the microsporangium, 16 microspore mother cells are developed from the sporogenous cells. All the microspore mother cells are MMC by 2 successive divisions and form 64 microspores. In case of megasporangium, all the megaspore mother cells developed from the sporogenous cells disintegrates except one remains functional megaspore mother cell. The functional megaspore mother cell by meiotic division gives rise to 4 megaspores, and of these 4 megaspores only one megaspore survives. The surviving megaspore becomes large and develops a very thick wall. At this stage of spore development, the sporocarp gets detached from the plant and remains in water or muddy soil. Soon, the sporocarp opens into 2 halves and sporangia are set free. Now, structure of the gametophyte. Both the types of spores are liberated from their respective sporangia when the walls of the sporangia and indusia undergo Gelatinization. Germination of microspores and megaspores start as soon as they come in contact with water, resulting in the starting of the gametophytic phase of the life cycle. Now, first of all, structure of male gametophyte. Microspore is the first cell of the male gametophyte. Germination of microspore starts as soon as it's liberated from the microsporangium. At first, the microspore nucleus divides into two, forming a small prothelial cell and the larger apical cell. The apical cell then divides transversely, forming two cells, each representing antheridial initial. The nucleus of each antheridial initial divide and redivide, forming a jacket of three external cells and one spermatogenous cell or primary androgonial cell. The primary androgonial cells, by 4 successive divisions, give rise to 16 androcytes or sperm mother cell. And the sperm mother cells metamorphosed into spirally coiled multiflagellate sperms. Mature sperms are set free when spores wall bursts. Now, structure of female gametophyte. Megaspore is the first cell of the female gametophyte. Germination of megaspore starts as soon as it's liberated from the megasporangium. At first, the megaspore nucleus divides into two, forming a smaller apical cell and a larger basal cell. The gametophyte proper develops from the smaller apical cell. Mature female gametophyte is much reduced structure and it consists of a single archegonium embedded in a cap of tissue attached over the apex of large nutritive cell. The archegonium is short but broad and consists of a neck and venter. The neck consists of a neck canal cell and venter consists of a venter canal cell and an egg cell. Now, fertilization. Fertilization process takes place when the sperm swim towards an archegonium and only one sperm enters through the neck and fuses with the egg. As a result of fusion, a diploid zygote is formed. As soon as the zygote is formed, it develops into diploid sporophytic generation. Thank you. Have a nice